Hey everybody, this is Clover, and I am back, continuing my adventure through to complete Final Fantasy IV. An adventure I am more than happy to complete. So, here we are now. I just finished fighting Odin, or fighting the King of Baron, the Ghost of the King of Baron, who is now Odin. So, now we are finished with all of the collectibles. We got the Excalibur sword, that was super useful in the fight against Odin. And we got, oh, sorry, that's one more thing we have to do. So we got the Excalibur from these guys. They gave us the adamant and we gave it to Kokol. And the last thing we have to do is return a pan to Yang's wife, and let her know that Yang is still very much alive, as we were so happy to find out. And then it's time to journey to the moon. But let's see what happens when we return her frying pan. I'm sorry for taking all your time. Take this with you. And we received the spoon. Don't worry about me. Tell Yang to get well soon and fight with you. Okay, awesome. So, yes, the spoon is a very interesting little portion of this game. It is the strongest dartable item in the, or it's the, the strongest throwable weapon in the game. I don't think you can equip it. Maybe you can I think you can equip it in other versions of the game, but you certainly can't equip it in the original. I don't know if it was possible to do in the Japanese version, but in this version you can't. It's only dartable, so it's a one-time use item, and it causes 9,999 points of damage. We might use it later, depending on how low we are in later in the game. But in the meantime, let's head over to the big whale, and let's start our journey to the moon. Let's get this lunar trip going. Okay. So we're over here at Mysidia, and let's go park ourselves over by the big whale. I think they realized the silliness of the name Big Whale in later versions, and they call it Lunar Whale later. So even though Big Whale is a very adorable thing. So here it is, the Big Whale. This is a giant spaceship which allows you to fly around and travel between the Earth and the Moon. So a little bit of explanation first. This over here allows you to fly around this little console up here. It allows you to just fly around where you are. This crystal over here allows you to travel between Earth and the Moon. Then you go down over here, and you've got yourself a little sleeping area, so we could go and rest ourselves to 100% health and MP. And then down here, we got our big buddy Chocobo! So we got a lot of cool things here. We've been doing pretty good on inventory management, and we never gave anything to him when we met him in the underground. I don't know if I showed you him actually in the underground, but basically if you have too much stuff on hand, you can give it to him. So like a good thing to drop here would be the Aegis shield, because I don't need that right now. And then, yeah, I mean, we're spare enough otherwise that I think we're good. So, yeah, let's do this. Let's go to the moon. It's the time to go, folks. Yeah. And then when we're on the moon, we're going to, oh, look at that. Whoosh. We're traveling through space. Okay, so here's the moon. The moon is I think, one of the smallest maps in the game. There's a couple of caves around here. Like specifically, this is the good place to land to be able to get to this castle over here. But we'll come back here later. this is probably what we're going to focus the majority of our time on this episode. And then basically this over here is kind of a final area to the game. So let's start this out. Let's park ourselves. Oh, and one other thing. You can't really see it probably, but there's a cave over here, and that cave has some valuable item. Well, why don't we pop in there right now, and I can try and show you. So popping out of the lunar whale, and we can breathe on the moon apparently. That's great. But this is where the naming ways are from. So the naming ways are aliens basically. And if you talk to, I can't tell you the chances of that happening, and they're very low. But one of these guys milling around the middle of the room, one of these naming ways, is the merchant, and somehow I found him first time. Good job, me. So as you can see here, he sells a ton of stuff, and most importantly, he sells elixirs. So maybe later in the game, there's not much left to do, but well, I mean, there's a lot left to do, but maybe later in the game, if we really need them, I'll be able to come and pick up some elixirs, but probably won't need them that much. Okay, so we will come back here later, and if you talk to any of the other naming ways, they all make a little song, but yeah. Let's talk to them all.
I had a friend who was very good at making up nicknames, but he went to the blue planet a long time ago.
That's how all these guys are gonna sound. 'Cause I'm tired of varying voices.
We're the Hummingway family.
And then, what do you say?
Changing name? What is it?
Would you like to change your name? So yeah, as you can hear, most of these guys, the ones that say hum hum, they play a little song behind them, and it's pretty cute. Okay, so that's the home of the naming ways. Not really a lot to do there, but it's the only place on the moon that you can buy things. So our goal right now is going to be to go visit that castle. So that'll be the first stop we make here. And you're going to see things are going to get a little rougher here, because keep in mind we only have 4 characters. We only have 4 party members, which is going to make things much more difficult, and we're going to see an uptick in difficulty with the monsters. So we have to go through 2 sets of caves. This first cave, there's treasure chests, and we'll have to fight monsters here. So here we go. Okay, so these are 2 common moon enemies, the Prosite and the whatever the other one is. They cause a lot of damage. The Jucloite, I don't know how to pronounce that. But, so you can see they're doing a lot of damage. We're going to try and make sure that we take care of them. It was good that we got the Excalibur before coming here, because this would be a lot more difficult if we didn't have Excalibur. Okay. So we took care of the Jucliots, almost. And now Leviathan comes out, and does that take care of it? Yeah, nice. Okay, and what do we get? An elixir, nice. Okay, continuing on. There's one more chest in this cave, and that's up over here. So we've run into these enemies a couple of times, but the pudding enemy becomes a little, like, I think we meet its peak version here, and it's the lunar jelly, or I don't know I can't remember what they call it. I think they call it pudding, which is a cute little name. But we will run into them eventually, and I will run away from them because I don't want to deal with magic casting, even though I'm casting magic in all these battles. Okay, nice. Edge takes care of them. Probably in these smaller battles, we don't need to cast Leviathan. The MP usage is gonna just be too much. but she took care of that little squiggly dude. Okay. And Rosa learned Life 2. That is awesome news for us. So Life 2, it costs a lot, but it restores your character to full HP. And it's particularly useful, if you're kind of underleveled. I'm hoping we don't run into. Also, listen to this music, man. So pretty, like all those arpeggios and all that. It's just such a good idea for music. Anyway, I'm hoping we don't face very much death. But who knows? We'll see. Okay, continuing on, and we have to crawl across the surface to this next cave. It's very elaborate to get here. Okay, so this is a larger fight, and something that we should. Well, I guess we're in okay shape, but you know what? Just for the sake of it, I'm gonna have Rydia cast Fire 3, so we're not using the full 50 MP of Leviathan. Instead, we just use the 30 MP of Fire 3, and hopefully that'll take care of the rest of these guys. Probably won't, but it's okay. Okay, and Rosa throwing out those Cure 4s. Pretty cool. It's like turning out, it's taking so long for Rydia to summon and do magic that it's like, I don't really need to, I'm killing the enemies pretty closely to when she's finishing up her casting, so I probably don't need to use any magic. So in this cave, there are no treasure chests. It is a very selfish cave. It does not want to share with us, and that's why we're gonna just walk right through it. Okay, and here we are. Oh, so close. Okay, I'm gonna do my normal back attack. Situation. Don't hit Rosa. Don't hit Rydia. Someday we'll run. Okay, good. Alright, and we'll probably get attacked again. Guess not. Okay, so I'm gonna pop in here really quick. And welcome to the Lunar's Lair. Now, going forward is gonna trigger an event, and I wanna first go over here. So on the left and right over here, you're gonna find two tiles. One heals MP, and one heals HP. This one heals HP, and this other one heals MP. So I'm gonna go fill myself up quick, and then I'm going to go trigger the event. Okay, get ready for my my best Ian McKellen voice. I don't think I'll be able to do it, but let's see. Welcome!
Who is it? Who could it be?
It's an egg! It's an egg with an exposed yolk.
Who are you?
I am Fusoya, the guardian of Lunarian's slumber.
Lunarians?
Yes. Millennia ago, the planet between Mars and Jupiter was about to be shattered. The people who survived this calamity escaped by ships and headed for the Blue Planet.
The Blue Planet?
Your land, Earth. However, the people of the Earth were still in the process of evolution. Thus, they created another moon and kept sleeping.
Lunarians?
But he refused it. He tried to make the Earth his place to live.
Who?
I forced him to sleep, but his thoughts were still awakened.
Is that who is controlling Golbez? Ah, Golbez is being controlled too? Who is that?
He is Zemus. He needs the crystals as the energy source to reactivate the Tower of Babel, to bring down the Giant of Babel to annihilate the living on Earth.
Well, there we go, folks. The entire explanation. A Lunarian named Zemus has decided to take control of Golbez to get the crystals, to activate the Giant of Babel, to destroy Earth.
Most of us Lunarians are waiting for your folks on the blue planet to be able to understand us.
What about the big whale?
My brother, Kluya, made it to the planet. Made it to go to the blue planet. He taught your folks how to build the airships and the Serpent Road. Kluya fell in love with a girl of your blue planet and gave birth to 2 children. One of them is you, Cecil.
Me?
Then the light at the Mount Ordeals was... It must be the spirit of your father Kluya.
My father is that light.
Kluya gave you his power to thwart the foul machination of Zemus. We must stop him for the sake of our 2 races. Now let's hurry to the Tower of Babel in Eblon.
Tower of Babel? But it's shielded!
I can neutralize the shield. I will go with you.
Lunarian Fusoya joined. Awesome! So we got another character. And this is the final character, I will say, to join the party. But what we're going to do, because Fusoya is he's a magic user. He does both white and black magic. What we're going to do is we are going to switch up our rows, as we have done. Ugh, why am I doing that? As we have done in the past when we've had 3 magic users. So that's how that will go, and then change. There we are. So we've got Cecil and Edge in the middle, at the front, and then the 3 in the back. Sweet. All right. So if we go back here, I don't think they prevent us from going back here, but this is pretty cool. This will become more important later in the game, but all of the lunar crystals. How cool is that? So cool. And then if we step on this plate, I don't think it'll let us do that now. Yeah. Sealed with unknown power. But I think each crystal has a tail, and I know it's stupid, but I totally buy into Final Fantasy's thing with the different crystals, so let's read them. Zemus has set up a field from within to block the paths to the core. Zemus used Golbez to gather the crystals and increased their powers with the Tower of Babel. We, the 8 crystals of the moon, are confining Zemus. This is some Green Lantern stuff going on. Zemus is a dreadful man. His evil mind does not sleep, even when his body is sealed deep under the ground. The Lunarians are sleeping deep under the ground here, and Fusoya is guarding the ones who are asleep. We are the crystals of the moon. The moon is maintained by the balance with the 8 crystals on your blue Earth. Well, stuff's about to get weird for you then. From the center of this floor, there runs a path that leads to Zemus's core, but it's shielded now. Zemus's core? That seems a little odd. Okay, anyway, so that is all we will do for now, but so basically that little pathway in the middle, that little plate in the middle, is the end of the game. That's the last level in the game. So what we're gonna do right now, That's actually pretty interesting. So I am running a little bit low in terms of levels. As you can see, Fusoya is at 50, and my characters are in the 40s, which I don't think is the end of the world, but we're going to, as I said before, we're going to go do something on the moon instead of going back to Earth. And it might be stupid because there is some end level, so these are the puddings I was telling you about. There's some end level, villains that we're gonna or creatures that we're gonna end up fighting in that cave I was telling you about. But you know, hopefully it'll go okay, and we'll be able to get some strong equipment there, and some valuable. Come on with the attack from behind. We'll be able to get some valuable equipment and another summon, the final summon of the game. Well, not the final summon. There's a lot of oh wow, come on, man. There's a lot of summons that are actually items that you can give to Rydia. Of course, they have very low drops from the creatures you can get them from. So you are not going to see me. You are not going to see me try and do that this time because it would be very annoying to just farm the same things over and over and over again. Even though that is a strategy that has often been used in Final Fantasy IV. The puddings are being super annoying, and I'm hoping they all just die. Okay. So here we are, back on the surface, and let's try and get to the blue whale before we get attacked too much more. I jinxed myself. Again. Okay. So here's something that looks like it could be manageable. Let's have her do Cure 4. And then you can do Virus. And you guys will probably get to see Fusoya's magic. He has pretty much all of the endgame magic. So he has Meteor, he has Nuke. These are two spells that Rydia will learn. And he also, and most importantly, has... Oh, I guess he doesn't have it. Oh yeah, he does. Okay, I'm sorry. White, which is holy in this game, and that's the last white magic that Rosa learns. I think she learns that at like level 60 or something. But in the meantime, we will just have him. We will have him attack. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can take care of these guys. Nice. And let's heal up. Man, these puddings don't joke around, dude. Nice. Heh. And Fusoya takes him out. Oh, good. We got an Ether 1. That's a rare drop, I think. Maybe not for puddings, I don't know. Okay, so, yeah, we'll probably get a few fights here. And this is actually one of the things I wanted to show you. So, Red Worm is you know, a redone character model from other points in the game. But one of the things that's cool is that I think he does I can't remember if he does it in this or if this is only in the later games. But he does like a special like sand attack or something. I can't remember. But pretty cool. This is my favorite version of it. I like the color red that they used. Nice. Oh, he uses Vampire. Ugh. Vampire's annoying. I always dislike Vampire as an attack. 'Cause I hate bleed damage. Okay, and that was some good damage that he did with Fire 3. Alright, and Red Worm is done. So, yeah, there's a possibility that when we go to the cave, that it's going to be very, very difficult. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. maybe I'll be able to stand up to it there. Let's take a quick nap. And I'm probably not going to be able to get very far before in this cave before I call it, but that will have to wait until next time then, I guess. So let's flop on over to Cave of Bahamut. That's right, folks. For all you folks who love your Final Fantasy and love your reoccurring characters, Cave Bahamut is here to stay. Now, as you can see, can't park right in front because they're trying to make it more difficult. That's one of the really useful things in the randomizer that they reprogram is the ability to park anywhere on the moon with the big whale. It becomes very tedious to try and find a spot to land, but yeah, they just made it so that you could park, I think, anywhere. If it weren't for all the back attacks, I would be fine, but they so often back attack that it's like it's absolutely ridiculous. It's craziness. Anyway, okay. So if they're doing that much damage to us, I'm worried at how much damage they're gonna do in Bahamut's cave over here, because the enemies there are stronger than what we're fighting outside. But let's pop in and see if we can work with what we got. Let's save up quick. And this might once again be a Castle Eblon where I'm way underpowered and won't be able to do much. So Cave Bahamut, here we are. Yes. Okay. So one of the reasons I want to come here is to hopefully upgrade Cecil and Edge's armor. So Edge, for whatever reason, can equip Samurai gear. I don't think you can equip all of it, and I don't like that this is only a boost of 2 for a significant loss of magic defense. So not worth it in my mind. Oh, but it's great for Cecil because it's a +1 to defense and +2 to magic. So we will do that gladly. All right. Continuing on. So this cave specifically, we're gonna get into a fight at some point, but this cave specifically has some trigger points where there are required fights, and there are required fights against a. Let's see how this does. 62 to 14. I'm gonna keep the Aegis on for the extra magic protection. So this has trigger points where basically you'll have to fight one of the strongest enemies in the game, the Behemoth. And the first trigger point is coming up pretty soon. Okay. Oh, wow. That wasn't a good start. Well, let's see what we can do. Yeah, folks, I think that it might be too early to do this, but let's see. Let's see what we could do. Okay, so I'm gonna have... Okay, not too bad to her, thankfully. Okay, let's have him throw out Virus, even though I don't know how useful it's gonna be against that. Okay. Nice. Okay, yeah, so he's not doing too much damage to the back row, which is good. Nice. Okay. One thing that is going to be particularly difficult, and so I might want to exit from here in a little bit. But once I have all my gear and I've fought the Behemoth fights, there is no save point. So basically, I have to one-shot this. Or two-shot this if I wanna really try and be careful about this. But you know, the fact of the matter is that I'm doing this very early in the game, and it's probably not a great idea. But let's see what happens. Yeesh. Okay, let's do. Where's fire? Okay. The warlocks are the last permutation of that enemy type, and as you can see, they are extremely powerful. They really, and that's terrible. Psych is like a drain, but it instead of taking health, it takes MP. So it really screws you over. Okay, and eesh. Nice. So they rarely drop warlocks. Rarely drop a high-level piece of armor called heroin, and it's a female-only robe. Ooh. So basically, Rydia or Rosa can use it. So what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm going to try and get the rest of the samurai armor, and then once that's done, I can exit outside, hopefully, and then on the next time we will try and make our way back through here. But you know, we'll probably we basically have to come back here fully prepped to take on Bahamut, because Bahamut is a beast Hamlet. Yeah. I'm proud of that joke. But as you can see, we're having a lot of trouble just taking out basic enemies, which, you know. Nice. Wow. Good job, Rydia. 9,000 damage. Yeah, and she learned Lit 3. Let's go fight Odin. Oh well. Yes, I don't know if I said this when I was fighting Odin, but Odin is weak to Lit 3. And we beat him without using Lit 3, so good job on us. Okay, Ging Ryus aren't as annoying as King Ryus, which are the golden versions of these. I think, right? Yeah, okay. So Ging Ryus will... Ging Ryus won't do a hold maneuver, whereas King Ryus will. Now, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're weak to lightning. So let us see. Yeesh. I hope we get some... thank you. I hope we get some armor for Edge soon. He's really taking a lot of hits. Samurai! And can he equip this? That'd be useful. Yes, he can. Oh, thank you. Ugh. Okay, that's so much better. 47, yeah. I think we should definitely... Samurai definitely on him. Okay, cool. Okay. And, ooh. Alright. So we are gonna have to start keeping our eyes on Fusoya and Rydia's MP, because it is getting pretty low at this point. Fire 3. Yeesh. They hit so hard, man. It's like they're from the end of the game or something. Nice. Okay. Okay, and let's cause some fire 3. Okay, cool. And... Wow. Oh, wow. She actually does drain. Or he, whatever the warlock is. Nice. Good job, Cecil. Edge gained a level. Okay. And let's get whatever the piece of armor over here is. The samurai helmet. So we got helmet, chest. We did get gloves also. Let's see if he can wear this. I think ninja might actually be better. 51, no. Though it does take down his attack, but his attack's been so strong that I'm not really super concerned about it. What about for Cecil? I mean, Cecil I think is okay, so we'll definitely put that on edge, because, you know, at least give him that little bit of bonus. Hopefully he'll be able to take hits better. But you know what? I think this is a good place to call it for today. And next time we will come back and try and finish this off. But thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you for following, and thank you for liking, and thank you for watching. You guys are all great. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet, do that because it is super helpful. Subscriptions are kind of like what get you different like abilities on YouTube, and I need to get those abilities. I need to level up. But also, if you want to chat with me, you can either post a comment below and I will respond, or you can follow me over on Twitter at GamingWick, W-I-K Clover. That's at GamingWick Clover. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!